In this lecture, we are going to learn how we can sort the data in an Excel spreadsheet. Sorting means arranging the data in ascending or descending order. You can sort the data by using sort button present on the data tab like this. Suppose you want to sort the data in the descending order of marks of English or in the alphabetical order of name or anything. The simple thing is that select the select the cell range. After selecting the cell range, move to the data tab. In the data tab, you will find this option sort. Here it is showing A to Z, it is ascending, Z to A, it is for descending. Just click on this sort button. As soon as you click on this sort button, a dialog box will appear. A dialog box will appear which will ask you to enter the name of the column according to which you want to sort the value. Suppose you want to sort the value in the alphabetical order of name, then just click on this drop down box. Here you will find name of all the column. Here like this, name of the columns are name, English, math, Hindi, science, SST. These are the name of the column which we have defined in the spreadsheet. So when you click on this drop down box, you will find these names which you have defined. Suppose you want to sort it in the alphabetical order of name, then from this drop down box select the option name. After that select order, ascending or descending. Suppose you want to sort the marks according to the English marks, then from this column select the name of the column English. This name of the column English. Okay, they have selected this column English. After that sort on the value. Here it will provide you the option from largest to smallest, smallest to largest, whatever option is here. So you select the option according to your requirement. If you want to display the result in descending order, then you have to select the option largest to smallest and then click on this OK. Then the entire data will be arranged according to the descending order of marks of English. Suppose you want to sort the data according to 2 column value, then you can add more level over here. So this is the option present here, add more level. Suppose you want to first sort the data in the descending order of English and after that you want to sort the data in the ascending order of science. So here we have selected sort by English, largest to smallest, then science, another name of the column, that is smallest to largest. In the same way add more level. In the same way you can add more level over here according to which data will be sorted. So what is this 2 level sorting? 2 level sorting is that suppose in English 2 students have got same marks, then it will check the next level, the science one. In science one, the student which is having the less marks will appear first. So in this way you can apply 2 or more level of sorting the data. So again let us review. Sorting means arranging the data in ascending or descending order. How can you sort the data? To sort the data, first you need to select the cell range. After selecting the cell range, move to the data tab. In data tab you will find the option sort. Select this sort option. After selecting this option, a dialog box will appear. In this dialog box, here you have to select the column for which you want to sort the result. After that you have to select the order in which you want to sort the value, either it is ascending or descending. If you want to add next level of sorting, then click on this button add level. Add level will provide you another row to write the name of the column and the order of sorting. After that click OK. Then the data will be displayed according to the sorted value. Now the next term is filtering data. Filtering data means you want to represent, you want to show only that data which is required, and you want to hide other data temporarily. That can be done with the help of filtering data option. Filtering data option is present on the data tab. Here this auto filter option will provide you the filter facility to filter the data. How you can filter the data? Let's see. First, select the cell range for which you want to apply the filter. Then move to the data tab. In this data tab, you will find this option filter. When you click on this filter option, you will get a drop down box at each of this column. This drop down button like this. So as soon as you click on this filter option, you have got the drop down button on each column. When you click on this, it will provide you all the values which are assigned in that particular column. Like here. First we have selected the cell range. After that we move to the data tab. After data tab we have selected the filter option. By selecting the filter option, this drop down button is appeared on all the column. When I click on this English drop down button, you are getting this value 89, 93, 93 like this. Means these are the value which are assigned in the English column. Suppose you want to show this value 89, and if you want to hide rest of the value, then simply uncheck the rest of the value which you don't want to see, and check that value which you want to see in the result. After that, click OK. So as soon as you click OK, you will get the cell which is having value 78. So this is the value which we want to see from the filter option. In the same way here, if we want to apply the custom filter means if we want to apply some condition, like you want to see the value more than 50 or less than 50 or any condition, you can apply this with the help of this custom filter option. So custom filter option will help you to specify the condition and other criteria for the filter. So how can you apply this? First you need to select the data range. After selecting the data range, go to the filter button. In the filter button, when you click on this, here you will find this option, number and text filter. Here, this, look at this, number filters. You will find this option. So yes, you will find this option, number filter. When you click on this, you will get again another pop-up box. Here at the end you are finding this custom filter option. Click on this custom filter option. A dialog box will appear which will ask you to enter the criteria. From drop down box you can find this less than, greater than, equal to this, and after that the value which you want to assign. After that, click OK. So what the criteria you have defined here for the filter, that criteria will be applied on filter. And or these options are used to provide another condition over here. Suppose I want marks should be greater than 50 and less than 90. So here I will write greater than 50 and here I will write less than 90. So in this way you can provide the range of different values. So again, let us once revise how we can apply the custom filter. First you need to select the data range. After selecting the data range, go to the data tab. On the data tab, select this option filter. After selecting this filter, you will get a drop down button on the column. After that, click any drop down button. After clicking the drop down button, a pop-up will appear. In that pop-up, you will get the option number filter. Click on this number filter. Another pop-up will appear. At the end, you will get this option custom filter. After selecting this custom filter option, a pop-up will appear which will ask you to enter the range and the value. Here I have written is less than 91, means it will display only those values which are less than 91. Or suppose you want to define a range, then you will write here, suppose I want to define the range greater than 50 and less than 90. So from this drop down box I will select greater than, here 50, and less than, from this drop down box I will select less than 90. So in this way you can define multiple criteria and click OK. Now how can you remove the filter? You can remove the filter by just clicking on the filter button present on the data tab. Simply go to the data tab and again click on this option. This button is used for both applying and disabling the filter. As soon as you click on this, it will not be highlighted, and after that all this drop down box will be removed and hence filter will be removed. Now conditional formatting. Conditional formatting is used to applying some formatting feature based on some condition. Means if we want to apply some formatting like color, size or anything according to some condition, then that thing can be applied with the help of conditional formatting. Conditional formatting option is available on the home tab. So how can you apply the conditional formatting? Let's see. First select the cell range. After that, on the home tab you will find the option conditional formatting. This conditional formatting provides you different type of conditions like greater than, less than, between, equal to. Here just click on this and whatever condition you want to apply, just click on that. For sample purpose we are using between. As soon as we use this between, a dialog box will appear. A dialog box will appear which will ask you to enter the range. Suppose here we have chosen this value greater than, then greater than. It will ask you the value for which you want the greater value, that is 450. After that, the formatting of the cell, that is green field with dark text. So when you click on this OK, then you will get this. So the value which qualifying the condition are highlighted with green color, as we have defined the green fill over here, so you are getting the green color over here. In this way you can define multiple conditional formatting by selecting this. So once you apply this, again you want to define another conditional formatting, then in the same way go to the home tab, select the conditional formatting option. From here select the criteria for which you want to apply the condition. After selecting the criteria, a dialog box will appear. In this dialog box you need to define the value, and after that you need to define the formatting option, what formatting option you want to have, and after that when you click this, the conditional formatting will be applied. So conditional formatting is used to format a specific cell according to some condition. Now adding a worksheet. You can add by default 3 worksheets are there, but if you want to add more worksheet, then in this area you will find this insert worksheet button. When you click this, another tab will open which will give you a blank spreadsheet. For example, here as soon as you click on this, a blank spreadsheet appeared over here. Now in this workbook, now there are 4 worksheets, 4 spreadsheets. Renaming the worksheet. You can rename the worksheet by simply double clicking the sheet name or by right clicking the sheet name and selecting the option rename. Here either you double click the sheet name or you right click and select the option rename. Here rename. After that you can rename the worksheet over here. Now changing the color of the tab. You can change the color of tab by simply right clicking it and you will get the option tab color. By selecting the tab color, various color will be displayed over here and you can select the color according to your requirement. So in this way you can change the color of the tab. How? First you just right click the tab. On right clicking the tab you will get the option tab color. On the tab color you will get the different type of color, and after that you can apply the color which you want.